Hello, I'm David. I own an insurance agency and I meet with agents and clients often. Over the last several years, I noticed I was constantly asking my employees and our customers to repeat themselves. Things were covered in my sales meetings that I didn't understand. Perhaps it was years of going to concerts when I was younger, or the fact that I ride motorcycles on the weekend. Something had to be done, so the last time I was at my local pharmacy, I saw the Denali poster. And I asked the pharmacist what a Denali was. And he allowed me to try one on. I wore it home. In fact, I have it on right now. One of the best purchases I've made. And I no longer ask people to repeat themselves. My listening powers are first rate, just like our insurance. If you have a desire to listen better, try Denali. I'm glad I did.
Hi, I'm Vicki, and I first realized that I needed listening assistance probably 4 years ago. I was really in denial. I didn't want to do it. I remember growing up talking to my father on the phone, and he just would not talk because he couldn't hear what I was saying. And I decided that I really needed to do it, and I'm telling you, this is the best thing I have ever done for myself and my family. The most readily thing I noticed is it's kind of like closing and opening a door. You know, you might be listening to a conversation and then they open the door and you can finally hear it again. You don't have to have the TV loud. And now it's just wonderful because I can hear.
My wife and I used to go to restaurants and I couldn't really hear anything she said because the glasses were clinking, other people would be talking, the wait staff would be saying things. And I couldn't hear her at all. And now that I got the Denalis, I can actually hear what she's talking about and I can enjoy myself a lot more. And I really enjoy going out to dinner now. I'm retired, but I belong to a lot of different organizations like civic groups and that. So we have a lot of meetings. And one of the things I noticed when I was trying to participate before is I really couldn't hear very well at the meetings. I'd be kind of like nodding my head, pretending that I knew what they were talking about. Sometimes I'd have to ask them to repeat. Sometimes I just flat miss it. But now that I got these Denalis, I can hear everything at the meetings and I can participate and feel like I'm really making a contribution.
Hello, I'm Michael Short, founder and president of Griffin Health Solutions and the creator of the Denali Personal Listening System. In the next few minutes, I'll tell you a little bit about each model in our product line. First, let me tell you a little bit about our name, Denali. It was chosen because I was inspired by the cool, clean air in Alaska, an environment virtually free of noise pollution, where sound travels clearly and with ease. The native Koyukon Athabascan people named their largest mountain Denali. You know it as Mount McKinley. Denali means the great one, and I like that. It encapsulates our mission statement and singular goal in 3 simple words, words that we intend to live up to. Why do I believe the Denali Personal Listening System will help hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in the coming years? Well, currently in the United States alone, there are over 32 million people in need of listening assistance. For many of them, the primary reason they don't have implements is the high cost. Traditional hearing aids prescribed by a hearing aid specialist, an audiologist, an ear, nose, and throat doctor, or a neurotologist generally cost from $1,500 to well over $5,000 per year. These are amazing units and are the only answer for many people. Denali Personal Listening System units sell for far less and were designed to help people who have listening issues that fit into our predetermined profiles. To be clear, I'm not saying traditional hearing aids aren't worth the cost. For many people, traditional hearing aids are the only option available to those suffering from hearing loss. Some have very specialized profiles. That's what we call the software programs, which determine how each unit operates. That's what's meant by having a unit fitted. Fitted doesn't mean how it actually fits, but rather how it's programmed to the patient. In comparison, think of an eye test for new eyeglasses or contact lens. It's the prescription that determines the shape and strength of your glasses. This is determined by the doctor and his machine. You know the one. Does this look better? Does this look better? Which I keep asking you over and over until you can see clearly, arriving at the proper formula to make your glasses specifically for your eyes. A hearing test works much the same way. They play a series of tones and constantly make adjustments until you can hear better, something that sounds a bit like this. Eyeglasses and traditional hearing aids customized in this way work only for the person who had the examination and for whom the implements were custom designed and built. Think of it like a custom suit for a man made by a tailor, or a handmade dress created for a woman by a seamstress. It's made for that person only, and if another person tried to wear it, the fit would not be the same. And then there are off-the-rack suits or dresses, which generally fit the majority of people, but will not fit others who need customized clothing. The Denali personal listening system is much the same. The Federal Drug Administration, the FDA, recently approved the sale of non-prescription units, although we call them PSAPs, which stands for Personal Sound Amplification Products. And what makes our PSAPs different from traditional hearing aids? Well, we use the same style of chassis or case, we use the same batteries, we use the same microphones, we use the same sound tubes and domes, we use the same tiny transducers and microcomputers. The difference is found in the software program or profiles installed inside our units. Each Denali personal listening system is pre-programmed with 4 separate software profiles, each designed to address a different listening situation and each selectable by the wearer as needed. Will the Denali personal listening system work for everyone? No, it will not. Just as off-the-rack suits or dresses will not fit every body type, or just as readily available reading glasses won't allow everyone to see clearly. A Denali personal listening system is not a substitute for a customized traditional hearing aid. If your specific hearing impairment requires a customized unit, a Denali will not help you. So who should wear a Denali? We offer a simple test of 5 questions. Let's go over them now. Number 1, do others complain that you watch television or listen to music with the volume turned up too loud? Number 2, in a group situation, do you have difficulty understanding the person who is talking? Number 3, if your spouse or a small child speaks softly to you, do you often ask them to repeat themselves? Number 4, when spending time outdoors, do you hear birds singing and other natural sounds? And lastly, number 5, when at a group event like a lecture, attending religious services, or listening to a distant speaker, do you find it hard to understand what's being said? Well, that's it, all 5 questions. How'd you do? Did you say yes to 1 or 2 or even all 5? Then you may be a candidate for a Denali system. The best way to find out is to ask our dealer to allow you to try one on. That's how we demonstrate each and every unit sold. After trying it on, speak to the dealer and ask questions. Keep them talking so that you can keep listening. Use this personal real-life experience to be your guide. A Denali personal listening system might be exactly what you need. We encourage you to try before you buy. Make sure the Denali system is right for you. If our units don't assist you properly, we suggest you see a hearing specialist and be properly tested.